Monster Hunter World is coming out early 2018 on PS4 and Xbox One. I can't wait, and you as an Horizon Zero Dawn fan should pay attention to this one as well if you are not doing that already. I will tell you why in this video. Let me know if you look forward to the game in the comments down below, and don't forget to hit that like button. Horizon Zero Dawn is heavily influenced by the long-running Japanese Monster Hunter series. Look for example at this tweet from Dennis, the game designer at Guerrilla Games, saying that the machine design was heavily inspired by the Monster Hunter games. And you immediately see that. The machines, just like the monsters in Monster Hunter, behave like real animals. While fighting them, you really feel like you're fighting a dangerous creature that can surprise you at any moment. The trick is to learn their behavior, to understand their weaknesses, and you do that by hunting them and learning from your mistakes. Learn when to dodge, when to strike. Sounds familiar? Well, that's because the core of the gameplay in Monster Hunter and Horizon is really comparable. The item system is also the same as in the Monster Hunter games, where you select with the D-pad what item you want. Heck, in the recently added Ultra Hard mode, they even removed the health bar of the machine, and that is common practice in the Monster Hunter games, and this is also where the animal behavior part comes in. If you see a machine or a monster hurt, they don't move the way they normally do, then you know that you're very close to victory. So it's cool that Horizon Zero Dawn now has that system as well. But of course my point is, as an Horizon Zero Dawn player, you will feel right at home with Monster Hunter World because there are a lot of similarities. The gameplay is a little bit slower though, and also more melee focused with more melee weapons. There is still a bow and even a gun, but there are more options for close quarter combat in Monster Hunter World. In order to succeed, it's also handy to lay down traps and lure monsters in it, just like the traps or the tripwire from Horizon Zero Dawn. Cut off the parts like the tail from the tunnel jaw, so it can't be used again in the case of a tail whip attack. Something that is also a tactic in the Monster Hunter games. The difference is that there is nothing like there, so you just need to use sharp objects that can help cutting off a tail, for example. Because of the fact that in Horizon Zero Dawn the enemies are machines, you can use parts like a disc launcher, for example, against them. Well, in Monster Hunter World this is not really the case, simply because there are quote-unquote real dinosaurs, and also freezing them or setting them on fire or something like that is not really present in the Monster Hunter games. This will make Monster Hunter a more challenging game, but luckily you're not alone. A lot of people say that they want multiplayer in Horizon Zero Dawn, and I'm one of them. I think that hunting on a tunnel with a friend would be amazing. Of course, it's easier said than done, but still the idea makes me really happy because I know the feeling of taking down a huge enemy in Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter World can be played with up to 3 friends or random people, meaning that you can share the tactics in the team and have everyone on a different role. Let the guy with the hammer stun the monster, for example, so the rest can go in full force without having to worry about the machine attacking back. Or you have someone at close range and some other people from afar, or someone puts a trap down and then the other players lure the monster in that trap. There is a lot of stuff you can do, and with the game being pretty hard, succeeding really gives you that great satisfaction and of course cool loot. Just like in Horizon you can get armor, although in Monster Hunter it's way more fleshed out with different gear pieces like hats and chest armor, all inspired by the monster you just killed. Something I want to see more of in Horizon Zero Dawn as well, that we get for example a Thunderjaw helmet or something like that. So of course you can play Monster Hunter World solo, but the option to play it with friends is great and it just makes the gameplay even better. Don't expect a good story though, like in Horizon Zero Dawn. But the downside of Horizon Zero Dawn being a story-focused game is that after 50 hours, and then not counting the new game plus of course, you can get the platinum and then there's really not a lot of stuff left to do. So if you want to still like experience the thrill of the hunt just like in Horizon Zero Dawn, but work towards new outfits, new weapons, see your character grow, well then Monster Hunter is for you. Since if the previous Monster Hunter games are any indication, the amount of content will keep you busy for hundreds of hours, meaning that you can play this game for a very long time without running out of content. And with the great slate of post-launch updates planned, I think Monster Hunter will be around for a very long time. So while we sadly have to leave the Horizon Zero Dawn world to wait for new stuff to do, we can potentially be in Monster Hunter World. Of course, it's not a knock on Horizon, I just want to have a reason to play that game always, but that's not the road Guerrilla took, and I totally respect them for that, of course. With Monster Hunter World, there's a game with similar gameplay. multiplayer, and a ton of content, and that's one of the reasons I'm hyped for it. And the fun thing is, you're probably already a good Monster Hunter player when you begin if you already finished Horizon Zero Dawn. I got a huge leg up in Horizon simply because I put hundreds of hours in the Monster Hunter games. I know that I have to keep my enemy in sight at all times so I can counter their attacks and know when to strike or dodge. Stuff that I learned from the Monster Hunter games. But it will also work the other way around, I'm sure of it, so you can use the tactics probably both ways. I want to make more content on Monster Hunter World like I already did, and I think it will be interesting to play together or stream the game with viewers or something like that when it comes out. So curious to hear what you think in the comments down below. Is Monster Hunter World now suddenly on your radar, or do you think that it's not really the same? Let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe of course for everything Horizon Zero Dawn, and I also want to do a lot of Monster Hunter content. Like the video if you did, thanks a lot for watching, and I will speak to you next time. Goodbye.